Hi, everybody. I'm Dana Knowles, inventor of the hanging shower caddy.
April Mitchell, the inventor of right height adjustable over the door hook.
And you are here with Breaking It Down with April and Dana. And today we're going to talk about, because we like to jump right into it.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the things that we wished somebody would have told us before we started on this wonderful journey of inventing. Now, April, I'll let you go first if you want to. What was the one thing, because you've been in the game for a while. I've been in the game for a while. When we look back at when we were newbies, when we were not knowing what we were doing, what was the one thing that stands out in your mind today that you, and I'm sure you can think of 5 more, but right now, what's the one thing that you can think of that somebody just would have said, hey, April, I just want to let you know.
You know what? I think one of the main things is how long everything takes. A lot of inventors, just like I did right when I got started, things like they're going to have something licensed and on the shelf in 6 months. And it just does not happen like that. Once in a great while, maybe something like that will happen. But to have it licensed and ready for retail, it takes a long time getting everything ready, doing your market research, getting your marketing material ready. Pitching companies can take many, many months. And then even after you sign a licensing contract, it can be a whole nother year before your product sees the sunlight of the retail shelves. So I think that is a perspective that most inventors don't think, that it typically takes 1.5 to 2 years. If you can do all of that in 1 year, pitch it and get it on the market in 1 year, that's fast.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I can attest to that. I probably wish somebody would have told me it's going to take time. Yeah. My product, when I first started really getting serious about saying, this is the product, this is the one I'm going to work on.
Yeah. I
started pitching in the spring of, and I'll do a timeline, the spring of 2018, the spring of 2018.
Okay.
I contacting companies, contacting companies, finally, I got somebody to look at my product. That's great. But, there was, they had to send it for manufacturing quotes, and that takes time. And so it was 6 months later when it was a go. Okay. Then I signed the licensing contract.
Yeah.
And then it was another it was actually another year before it even hit the market.
Right. Because yours was at the trade show, like mine was, where they were pitching it to buyers then.
Yes.
Right. So.
And it wasn't even like ready to go. It was just, this is kind of our packaging. This is definitely the product. So after they got some feedback from some buyers, they went back and redid the packaging. So it didn't actually hit the market it was 1.5 years from the time I started till the time it hit the market, which is really kind of fast.
Right. And mine was a little bit longer than that for Right Height. It was closer to a year from when pitching to, or 2 years from pitching to then signing was almost a year. And then signing to market, because after the trade show, they changed the style of the hooks a little bit and revamped things, and then we're ready to go. Yeah. So, I mean, now, does that change anything? Would I have not done it if somebody would have told me it's going to take 1.5 or 2 years? No, it doesn't change anything, but I think it can help you set up with, okay, if anything happens sooner than this timeline, you're moving fast. So just understand that things take time.
Yeah, they do. And we have to be very, very patient. Yeah. And I think both of our products showed at the same houseware show at the same time. Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
That's very neat.
So I'll share with you and everybody what the one thing I wish somebody would have told me before I started is, don't run out to an attorney right away and file for a patent.
Oh my gosh.
My story goes, I had an idea. It was before the hanging shower caddy. Okay. And so, you show it to your friends, show it to your family. Every single one of them like, oh, that's so cool. And the next words were, you need a patent. You should, you're mouthing it with, you should patent that. So I run up to the local patent attorney, lay my product in front and said, I'd like to apply for a patent. And the patent attorney says, okay.
Right. They're not going to be like, I don't know if you need one. They're going to be like, okay.
No, I don't want your money. So $800 retainer fee. And I'm not even going to go into, that's a whole nother show of what it, this is before I was a member of the inventors group, before I was educated, all that stuff. So I think that I wish somebody would have said, don't do that. Don't run to a patent attorney right away. Now that doesn't mean, and I'm certainly not saying anything bad about patent attorneys. They do their job, they write patents. But as product developers, professional product developers, I think we need to educate ourselves so much more before we take that big step.
Most definitely. And a PPA can usually do the job for us most of the time. And I had the same thing. My first product that I licensed and actually, patented, same thing, made it, got it patented, spent lots and lots of money, licensed it. It didn't even see the market, it didn't yet. So it is patented. I can pitch it at the time.
and wait, another segment will be the invention submission companies. I got a whole story on that too.
Oh, so, goodness. Yeah, there we go.
I call that my rite to passage. Like, that's like you're like going to the prom.
We had to learn a lot to get where we were today. So if people listen to us, they can kind of sidestep a lot of the stuff we did that we didn't know better.
Learn from our mistakes. Please learn. What's that saying? The smart man learns from his own mistakes, but the wise man learns from other people's mistakes.
There you go. That was great.
I think that's a wrap. Thank you so much, everybody, and keep inventing.